月間戦車道編集部から勝ち抜き戦イベントの参加依頼が来ています。私たちもぜひ参加するべきです。参加
Oh, Elisa, you're the best.
ストップストップ。アリサ、そんなに早口で言われちゃうとかわかんないよ。何をそんなに慌てているんだ。ちゃんと最初から話してみ。
Oh no, really?
あのですね、月間戦車道編集部から
I listened to the dub for like 1 minute of the first episode, and then I'm like, back to Japanese audio and subtitles, I think. And I never listened, so I don't know what any of the other characters outside of like the main team sounds like.
どうしてそんなに慌ててたの？
そんなことありません、マム。慌ててなんかいません。
アリサ。
Oh, good. Then I'll watch Das Finale this week.
例えば。
That's going to be amazing.
の時みたいに。
So by next week, I will have seen Das Finale and be able to talk about this French team that everyone is so excited about.
反省会になっちゃったあれね。隊長、反省会の準備をしておきますか。あれは結構大掛かりだから準備に時間が必要ですよ。あ？なんで反省会の準備が必要なの？
すみません、マム。言い忘れていたことがありました。
何を言い忘れたの？ハルさん。
5戦勝ち抜くと主催者から商品が出るそうです。
商品ね。でも主催って月間戦車道編集部なんでしょ？商品って言ってもあんまり期待できないんじゃない？
それは
さてと、私は用事ができそうだからそろそろ席を外しますね、隊長。
待ちなさいよ、ナオミ。じゃなくて待ってください、ナオミさん。話にはまだ続きがあるんです。
まだ続きがあるの？
はい、主催には月間戦車道編集部だけではなくハリウッドのスーパープロデューサーも参加しているそうなんです。それでイベントの優勝者にはプロデューサーからビッグでグレートなプレゼントが。
なるほどね。それでアリサはプレゼントを何だと思ったんだ？
ハリウッド映画の出演権。
アクトレス？アリサ、映画女優になりたかったの？
そうじゃないですけど、私はこんなだからこうでもしないと高橋は褒めてくれないんじゃないかって思って。
ナオミ、どうする？
そうですね。
隊長もこの前高志のことをみんなにバラしちゃったんですし、参加してあげてもいいんじゃないですか？
ナオミ！
あれね、別に本当のことを言っただけなのに、なんでアリサが怒ったのか未だによくわかんないんだよね。
あんなことをテレビで言われたら怒るのは当たり前です。
オッケーオッケー。じゃあアリサのために私たちもこのイベントに参加するわよ。サンダース、レッツゴー！
イエス、マム！
Oh, good. It's the second worst team to play against in the bombardment survival battle. The only team worse to play against is obviously University All-Stars. But the first thing you do in this one, absolutely, is take out the mouse via its weak spot. Then you have a good chance of surviving. I do not enjoy this part at all. I haven't seen Fury yet. Everyone tells me it's a very good World War II movie, but I have very mixed feelings about David Ayer. As for World War II movies, I mostly watched the old ones. You know, your The Longest Days and Kelly's Heroes, and more recently, the Band of Brothers TV show. Although Saving Private Ryan was fun. Half of Fury was bad? Oh. Really? Getting a lot of bad notices for Fury here in the comments. I just know that David Ayer generally does mediocre films. Every now and then he does a really great film. Not usually. Case in point, Sabotage. Case in point 2, Suicide Squad. Alright, let's see how we do. Hopefully amazingly well. There we go. Come on. Well, that's gonna take forever. Oh, I thought I was hitting. Let's see if I hit by the tires. Maybe that'll count as real damage. Well, kind of. Come on, survival battle. The slowest battle in the game. Oof. I'm not doing well with the active reload here. Oh, here we go. In the Sherman 75. I suddenly realized I can't tell you anything about the life of William Tecumseh Sherman. I mean, obviously I know his middle name, but aside from the certainty that he must have been a Civil War general, I can't tell you anything about him. What was he known for? Oh my god, he did fight Indians? Is he one of those generals? Like Custer? Like, obviously that's who the, oh! The tank must be named after, because they named it after generals like the Abrams. Or the Omar Bradley. Oh wait, was Abrams named after a general? I know the Omar Bradley tank was. Stuff to look up. Think if I move a little here. I mean, I know that I'm asking for more realism out of a Girls and Panzer game, but I really feel like if I just hammer into those wheels, I would tear that tank apart. Like after busting off the treads, just fire into the gaps in and around the wheels. You would smash the wheels off and then just wreck the tank. Ah, okay. Well, no, obviously the Lee was named after Robert E. Lee. But, yeah, I didn't know what Sherman's deal was as a general. Was I at least right about him being in the Civil War? Alright, here we go. Nope. Although I've said this before and I'll say this again. The best World War II movie is Where Eagles Dare. About a joint OSS MI6 plot to eliminate Nazi leadership in a secret mountain fortress, which is... I cannot get enough of that movie. If you haven't seen Where Eagles Dare, make it your new job to see Where Eagles Dare. It stars Clint Eastwood, by the way. I mean, he's not the main character. He wasn't that famous yet, but he's great in it. Come on, we got this. We've already destroyed 2 of our tanks. We've only got a minute left, but I feel confident we've got this. I'm not familiar with that movie. Oof, that was bad. Oh, Longest Day is fantastic. I haven't seen Hacksaw Ridge yet. Right before Flags of Our Fathers came out, I met Adam Beach. And he was very nice and very excited about the movie. And you know what? It ended up being really good.
ちょっと驚きだね。やられたな。だがいい試合だった。サンキュー魔法。未だにちょっと信じられないけど、でもナイスゲームだったわね。隊長、申し訳ありません。すみませんでした。私たちは全力を尽くした。謝る必要はない。結果は敗北となってしまったが、いい経験になることは間違いない。敗北を知らない選手などいない。肝心なのは敗北を貴重な経験とし前進を続けることだ。これは今後の私たちの課題でもあるな。やっぱり真帆はグレートね。そういうとこ尊敬するわ。当たり前のことを言ってるだけのつもりだが、どこかおかしかっただろうか。当たり前のことを当たり前に言えるのがすごいってこと。でも真帆はもっとフレンドリーでも。
フレンドリー。
I'll have to check that out, walking behind enemy lines. I really enjoyed the beach landing scene in Saving Private Ryan, except for the ridiculous comedy scene where a sniper's bullet bounces off a guy's helmet, and then he's like, I can't believe that happened, and he takes off the helmet to look at where the bullet bounced off, and then he gets shot in the head. Like, why are you putting a ridiculous comedy scene in the middle of this sequence, Steven Spielberg? What the hell were you thinking? And I don't care if you were told by an actual veteran that that's an actual thing that he actually saw. Don't put that in your movie. How did I never notice that Kay is wearing ridiculous short shorts? Like jean short shorts. I guess I've never really looked at her because she's always covered up by the conversation window. Yikes. Oh, it's supposed to be gallows humor. It's just a terrible scene. Like a terrible... Enemy at the Gates is a lot of fun. I think my favorite thing about Enemy at the Gates was the decision to make all of the Russians British and the Nazis American. Like them deciding that, no, we need accents to delineate and make these characters clear. And that's what they decided to go with. It is, but it was the way it was edited and the way it was shot. It was as if it was a punchline to a joke, and that's what I had a problem with. And honestly, it should not have been left in the movie. That's my opinion. Obviously, plenty of people are fans of the whole movie from beginning to end. It's a lot of good parts in that movie, though. Oof. Okay, let's go. What is the problem with the Enemy at the Gates? I don't know, honestly, much about the Russian... let's see. The Russian army around Stalingrad. Whoa. Oh, Rosehip. You're the best. Kaboom. Oh, Android games. It's neat if there's a Girls and Panzer Android game. Of course, my phone can't play games. It is an old phone. More importantly, they generally ask you to pay more money than just buying it, and that's something I will never do. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. I will buy DLC sometimes, if there's like a new mode or a completely different mission. That being said, I was so, and this is where entitlement goes mad. I got a review copy of Sniper Elite 4, and I was so but because it was a review copy, I didn't get the pre-order bonus kill Hitler mission. And I'm like, really? You can't just send that with your review copy? But no, they couldn't. So I didn't buy it, which ended up just spiting myself, because I really wanted to play that mission. Okay, mental note. I'm going to go buy that mission tonight and play the Let's Kill Hitler Sniper Elite 4 mission. So there's a scene in Fury where someone actually gets decapitated from standing out of a tank. Oof. I mean, that's what you always think is going to happen when you watch people standing out of their tanks, so... And I guess theoretically it must have happened at some point in history, but ugh, do not want to see that. One of my favorite parts of Sniper Elite was the sniping tank commanders before they know there's somebody out there. Although it doesn't really affect the operation of the tank at all, so it's just something fun to do. You've been able to do that in every Sniper Elite game since Sniper Elite 2, and it's always been a fun thing to do. Alright, here we go. Boom! Consider my getaway complete. Alright, here we go. Personally, I will play almost any stealth or sniper-themed video game. I am not picky at all. I mean, my favorite game of all time is, well, my favorite game of all time is Deadly Premonition. But my second favorite game of all time is Manhunt. So obviously I'm a big stealth game person. But especially sniping games, which I'm like, where on earth is the, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I really wish they would make a Golgo 13 game. That would be nice. Well, they specifically mentioned in the TV show that standing up out of the top of the tanks is incredibly dangerous because you could get killed if you get hit by one of the shells. And their response is, that almost never happens. I'm like, almost never is not a comforting thing to say in that situation. And, I mean, if you look at the show, when they start fighting, they always get down inside the tank because they're not crazy, but, oof, that almost never happens. Yay, we're fighting Pravda in the Karl Girat stage. It's gonna be awesome.
まあいいわ何でもそう思うわよね
はい。シベリア鉄道のように壮大で
Yay.
容姿のように愛らしい
Yeah, this is gonna be
カ
fantastic.
チューシャの素晴らしさは世界が知るべきだと思います。
カチューシャ
I suspect that the only reason they have the machine guns is to,
どう
you know,
これであなたもカチューシャ
annoy the people inside, because I have to imagine that it's really frustrating hearing the sound of machine guns pinging off the armor. Because there's that scene in the Snow Town fight where they use the machine gun hitting on the left side of the thing, the tank, to make the other tank turn right, because, you know, it's so frustrating being hit by machine gun fire. So they force her to turn right by annoying her from the left.
愛されるなんて強さと関係ないじゃないそうかな愛されるだって強さと関係あると思うよカチューシャ愛されたら強くなんかなるわけないじゃない
それはそうね。
ほら見なさいでもカチューシャプラウダのみんなはカチューシャの言うことを聞いてくれるんだよねそんなの当たり前じゃないそれってカチューシャがみんなから愛されてるってことだと思うけどそれもチームとしての強さってことになるんじゃないかなそれはそうかもしれないけどでもカチューシャは愛されるより怖がられる方がいいの
That's balalaika music of the song Katyusha being played. I assume it's the song Katyusha. I've been listening closely. It might just be a generic
が出てくるのよ
song.
いいわこうなったら試合でカチューシャの怖さを見せてやるんだからオーケーじゃあ行くわよカチューシャ
ルールは殲滅戦。相手の車両をすべて撃破したチームの勝利ね。
こんなのお安いご用よ
それでは試合を始めます。
Alright, let's do this.
どうやって気づいてる
Ugh. I like how in the movie, they're like, no tank things in battle. Open top tanks in battle. Well, we welded this cap onto the top of this train howitzer. I guess it's technically a tank now, right? And I'm like, no, that is obviously not a tank. But I know the university team is technically cheating because they wanted to close Ori. I've seen the film now, so I know that. But their paltry explanation did not convince anyone. Where are you, buddy?
敵の位置情報が届いたわ
This is such a rough team to get Annihilation battle against because all of them are so tough. All of the tanks are so tough.
聞いてるわね
Unless, of course, for some reason they decide to immediately start driving away from me.
遅いわよ急いで当たりしたわよ
It's not as bad as fighting against the Persians, obviously, but my experience has been this is one of the worst to do here because you can actually run out of time trying to destroy all these tanks. God, tanks keep missing. Oof.
装填完了
Yeah, drift away. See how good that goes for you. So much scratch damage. There we go.
私たちが有利ね
Sorry, Clara. But you've got to go. It is. So they use rubles as not as currency there, but as the code name for their demerit points within their school, which is why she's charging them quote-unquote rubles equaling days of labor. Okay, reloaded, and there goes Katyusha. I think. Nope. Alright, so this is Annihilation. I'm trying to think. So now we've just got flag battle and one-on-one left. My god, this tank has a ton of armor. Maybe if you stop shooting directly in the turret there, hopefully you'd have a better result. That's right, I'm angled diagonally. What are you gonna do? Nothing. I'm so confused as to why GOG just loaded on my computer's desktop.
負けちゃった
Huh.
マイカチューシャでも負けた時こそ
That was weird.
隊長がちゃんとしなくっちゃそんなの言われなくても分かってるわよあら怒られちゃうなんてかわいそうねそういえばアリス最近体力が落ちてないトレーニング不足かない
えそんなことはありません。
確かに後半の通信結構アリサ息が切れていたよねよくないわねトレーニングの改善が必要かしら
それでしたら良いトレーニングがあります。
本当どんなトレーニングカチューシャは知ってるわよシベリア平原で草むしり30ルーブルね What? よく意味がわからないんだけど
はい、プラウダ高校の広大な校庭で草むしり30日間という意味になります。プラウダの校庭はとても広いので素晴らしいトレーニングになるかと。さすがにそれはちょっと。
へえそれは大事なトレーニングね私たちも参加していいもちろんいいわよカチューシャがちゃんと監督してあげる
何を言っているのです、カチューシャ。あなたもやるんですよ。
なんで
私たちは負けたのです。次に勝つためにも罰は受けなければいけません。
分かったわよやるわよよーしじゃあプラウダのレッツゴー
3勝目よ。乗ってますよ私たち。この勢いであと2戦ガンガン行きましょう。
なんかアンツヨみたいなことを言い出しましたね隊長オッケー確かに勢いも大事ねでもそれだけで勝てるほど戦車道は甘くないよ
もちろん分かってます。ナオミ、次も油断しないでよ。
はい
待ってなさいよハリウッド。サンダースレッツゴー。
頼もしくなってきたわね
Anzio one-on-one. That should be nice.
サンダースの諸君ついに我々と戦う時が来たようだな
Oh, poor anchovy.
今日は
I feel like this isn't going to go well for you. You know, just mathematically speaking. You have one tiny tank and I have the Sherman 76.
うちだっていい線いってるよみんなオッケー
ー。イエーイ。
相手にとって不足なし今日はいい試合になりそうだな
ノリと勢いだけで勝てたら苦労しないわよ。
あれこっちの姉さんノリ悪いっすね彼氏にでも振られたっすか
元気出してくださいね。きっとすぐいい人が見つかりますよ。彼氏？一体何の話よ。
あれアリさんタカシに振られちゃったのそうかでも男はタカシだけじゃないあんまり気を落とすなアリさん
ちょっと隊長、ナオミ、そのナチュラルに噂を広げるのいい加減やめてください。
アリさん彼氏いたことあるのか
あんたも真面目に受け取らないでよ。
まあアリさんの話は試合の後でもできるしそろそろ試合を始めましょう
勝手に話を決めないでください。絶対喋りませんからね。
ルールはフラッグ戦相手のフラッグ者を倒したチームの勝利ね
さあみんなファイヤー
それでは試合を
Oh, Anzio.
進むわよ
I have a feeling this is going to go really well for me.
とっても
Hey, where are the Bokos in this level? Like, I'm so sure that this is going to go well for me, I feel like I can just go around looking for Bokos. I think there would have been one in the shooting gallery, but no. Maybe on top of the, no? Huh. Kind of wish there was just one Boko per, sneaking up behind you. Oh, that was awesome. And nope, I screwed that up. Here, let me make this a little easier on me. Haha! Oh, nice dodge. If by dodge, I mean drive in a straight line away from them. Every time you destroy one of the bears, you get a decal for your tank, and there's like 300 or 400 decals to get. That would be great. Apparently, I haven't seen this done, but apparently you can use your, you can shoot down the surveillance balloons. Like the surveillance balloons go up to let people know, let them trace where you are on the map, the other team. Apparently you can shoot them down. I didn't know that, but I just found out recently. Tanks can be customized with all of the decals you want. Like, each tank has something like 8 or 10 zones, and you can put one decal on each of the zones. Also, you can recolor the tanks pretty close to however you want. I mean, it's not like you can color specific areas of the tank, specific things. You have to do an overall color. But there are a lot of options. Okay, final is one-on-one against 4 teams, none of whom would be a pushover. Sorry, not one-on-one. Flag battle against 4 teams, none of which would be a complete pushover. I'm hoping to get Orai, for obvious reasons. Oh wait, was Orai the first team I fought against? I've already forgotten.
そうか。しかし残念なことにある日、街でタカシと他の女が話をしているのを見つけてしまうんだな、アリサ。あ、ナオミ、それでどうなったの？そしてその女とタカシの関係が気になって仕方のないアリサは当然盗聴器を仕掛けるに決まってるでしょ。って何言わせるのよ、ナオミ。人の話に勝手に続きを作らないでよ。
Hey, Chaka24, we're here in time for the... You're here just in time for the final mission against Orai. I hope this goes well. I don't know that it will. I hate this map. So easy to get all tangled up. But with any luck, I'll sneak up behind the flag tank and just get the job done fast.
Saunders の戦力に勝てるのかしら？アリサさん相変わらずだよね。きっと私たちのこと好きなんだよ。そっか、好きな子をついいじりたくなっちゃうあれなんだ。そんなこと言っちゃ悪いよ。文科省の戦車取り上げられそうになった時助けてもらったじゃない。困った時は助けてくれる。わかった、アリサさんはツンデレなんだよ、きっと。いきなり何言い出すのよ。ステイクールよ、アリサ。威嚇するのは良くないよ。どうしたのさき。アリサさんの優しく何かあった？ツンデレって何？だってあんたも蒸し返さなくていいから。ほら、いつまでもじゃれてる場合じゃないよ。試合始めましょう。ハリアップ。
ルールはフラッグ戦。相手のフラッグ者を倒したチームの勝利ね。
こんなのお安いご用よ。さあみんな。
Alright, so that's my flag tank. Who is their flag tank? Alright, ladies, let's do this. I've got a good feeling about this west pathway. Or do I? No, I didn't. Alright, there's the turtle. Okay, Team Turtle, Team Duck. Okay, I'll let her go down the pathway. And there's Anglerfish. Or as the Japanese so incorrectly say, goosefish. Seriously. Oh, here's a nightmare monster with giant fangs and a glowing lure on the front of its head. Let's call it a goose. Sounds like a goose, right? Come on, faster, faster, load it, load it. Boom. Sorry, ladies. You just got sniped by a pro. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to leave. Damn it, I keep missing her treads. Alright, now, so would someone shoot her in the back after I've immobilized her, please? Okay, here we go. You say 172 scale. How big is that? Oh, drifting destruction. I haven't seen that in so long. I was playing for Churchill. And then I just got out of the habit of trying for it. Alright, where is she? Could you please disappear, tank? Thank you. Damn, our tank got rolled. And then I got hit pretty hard too. Right, now I'm gonna back away carefully. Oh look. Damn it. Nope. Sorry, Team Anglerfish. Oof. Just a little bit more and we are capital D done. Thank you. Oh, this is fantastic. Yay. I love that they were commenting about their shared love of the movie Kelly's Heroes, which is another Clint Eastwood World War II movie that everyone should watch.
くいくといいね、アリサ。そうだね、頑張れよアリサ。はい。あ、来たみたいよ、優勝商品。アリサ、私たちにも聞かせて。では読みます。
優勝おめでとうございます。その強さと美しさをたたえ、来年公開の映画に正式に出演を依頼いたします。
やったじゃない。アリサの予想バッチリ当たったわね。違う商品の可能性もあると思ってたけど、おめでとうアリサ。
頑張って本当によかった。
アリサ、これで終わり？
いえ、続きがあります。映画のタイトルは嵐と共にあらぬ。アメリカを舞台にしたラブロマンスで、主役はナオミ、ヒロインは隊長。は？お二人の戦車道での活躍を拝見し、ナオミさんの強さ、ケイさんの美しさに惚れました。ぜひ出演をよろしくお願いいたします。
ああ、こっちから誰を出すかは選べないってことね。どうします隊長。趣味ならともかく仕事となると戦車道ができなくなりそうだからノーサンキューね。ナオミは？私はそもそも興味ないですから。
ちょっとこれ何なの？あんなに頑張ったのに